the floodgates are open as far as people being their authentic selves, like whether that's feminine, more masculine, gay, straight, like whatever.
You know when you see somebody and they got that little plaque on their teeth? Y'all be ugly as fuck.
This is not something that anybody really knows anything about but me.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Why would I do that?
I mean,
have you done that?
Yes, absolutely. Of course. Of course. Hey guys, welcome to Too Personal. I'm Joy Taylor. Thanks so much for joining us this week. Make sure you hit subscribe and follow us on social media at Too Personal Show. Very excited to have my friend Lexie Brown, WNBA champion, on the show today. She is a guard for the Seattle Storm and a host of the Full Circle Pod. We talk about all the things that are going on in the W, but also her experience as a player and an athlete and some dating topics as well. So let's get to Lexie Brown. All right, guys, my girl is here, Lexie Brown. So excited to have her in studio for Too Personal. 2021 WNBA champion, former Duke All-American. She is a guard for the Seattle Storm, and she also has her own podcast. She's very big in the media space, the Full Circle Pod. And she also has Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball Tips for its 5th championship season. That starts on February 4th, Wednesday, February 4th. Welcome, Lexie.
Thank you.
You look cute.
Thank you. I had to come correct.
Thank you. You know, we put it together.
Yeah, I saw Joy. I said, I gotta come correct. I can't come in sweats or nothing. So here I am.
You could absolutely come in sweats.
No,
we accept all fits.
I'm trying to be girlier. I have so many things in my closet that just sit there, and I'm like, I need to start wearing the clothes I have and get out of the.
Do you feel like you have to be feminine?
Kinda. I mean, I'm girly, and it's funny because I do consider myself a tomboy. And then when I talk to like actual tomboys, they're like, "No, you're not. You're not a tomboy at all." And I'm like, "Okay, well, let me just lean into this like more girlier side." But it's fun. I like wearing baggy clothes. I like wearing like girlier clothes. I think
both. Baggy clothes are sexy in their own way.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think that's the style right now. Like the girls with the baggy pants, little shirts.
Yeah. I'm too short to really pull off the baggy. Like I can, but then I just kind of look like a potato.
No, I feel like I've seen you in like some cute cargos or some cute like baggy jeans.
I try, but I just end up looking like a potato.
A potato is crazy. Please.
Well, the thing is, my stomach is this big. Like I
have like a shorter torso.
Yeah, like my belly button is right here.
My sister has like a shorter torso too. So we've been like working out like how she likes to style herself more now. She's like way more comfortable.
Yeah, my best time was in high school when I weighed 97 pounds and the low-rise jeans were in.
Low-rise jeans are back.
Been cooked for some people they're back. For 38-year-old aunties, they are in fact not back.
Wants to wear them.
I mean, if you want to do a girl, go for it. I support all choices. But not for me. I'm not gonna be able to pull that off. That's not gonna be the look. They already on my head. I can't do that one. But what is your experience? So you brought up feeling like you have to be feminine. Mm-hmm. I feel like the WNBA. This is a hard pivot, but I feel like the WNBA has really had a feminine moments as of late. And as a woman who I think like you appreciates having a variety of different, attributes. Like you don't want to be considered one thing, which I think is a struggle for a lot of women. I'm not just an athlete. I'm not just feminine. I'm not just a mother. I'm not just a daughter. I'm not just any of these things. I feel like the feminine moment for the WNBA has been, I've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But have you felt like a pressure now?
Well, no, because I've always been like that. So when I first got into the league, I like kind of had an issue with that, with like being too feminine, being a little too girly. Like someone told me recently, I had posted on my story my Storm jerseys on my kitchen counter, and I was like, year 8, like I can't believe I survived 8 seasons. Like I never thought I would make it 8 seasons. And someone DM'd me and was like, yeah, I remember, when I worked with one of your earlier teams, like one of the coaches was like, she's never gonna last in this league because she rolls her shorts. We don't do that in the WNBA. That's not what we do here.
Roll your shorts?
Yeah, like roll your shorts up. As if
I
that
always,
has anything
I always
to do
had
with
to roll my
playing.
shorts. I was too short.
I rolled my shorts because the shorts that we had at Duke were disgusting, and they made you look like SpongeBob. It didn't
Yeah.
matter what your body looked like, you looked like SpongeBob. And even when I rolled them, I still looked ridiculous. They looked bad, but it was like a comfort thing. So like that was the energy I had. Like,
So your
off
coaches
rip.
felt, or this coach felt that you were actually too feminine for
Yeah.
the WNBA.
And the crazy thing is, like, I have built a pretty good relationship with this said coach, not knowing like that's how they felt about me. So I think it's funny. Like, honestly, I take it with a grain of salt because I'm like, is he lying? Is he like telling the truth? He just wanted me to respond to his DM.
People be lying.
Right. People just, I feel like every time anybody puts anything on the internet, 9 times out of 10, like, it's a lie. I got to fact check everything. So I was like, I mean, that checks out, like that tracks, but I wasn't like, oh my God, I can't believe. Like, if I ever see this coach, I'm going to press them about it, and it's never going to happen. But this new like feminine acceptance, I mean, I feel like internally it's been there. Like, there's been like feminine women's basketball players for the last 20 plus years that WNBA has been around. So now that everyone is kind of like uplifting it, empowering it, like, it is cool to see.
Is there any pushback in the league on it?
Not really. Like, they've opened, like, the floodgates are open as far as people being their authentic selves, like whether that's feminine, more masculine, gay, straight, like whatever. It's kind of like everybody is able to just be who they are, like finally on their terms. And I feel like the WNBA, I just said it, has like been gatekeeping a lot of the personalities in the league for whatever reason. And I think we're seeing it now with like even our CBA negotiations and our popularity. It's because people have been so drawn into the personalities all throughout the league. And I feel like the WNBA was always, because I didn't just feel that way. I know a lot of other players that have like felt the same way. Like like they didn't accept me for who I am and whatever that looked like. And now everybody kind of is able to be themselves. And I love that.
What was your reaction to the situation with the commissioner?
Oh, with Fee?
Yeah.
Well, my initial reaction was, oh shit, Fee. Because I played with Fee in Minnesota, and she's like a very like even-keeled person. So for her to like,
I mean, even Fee reading it was very even-keeled.
She was very even-keeled, like very professional
like,
with
she
it.
literally read her for filth.
Yeah.
Literally.
With
She
her
was like, let me...
Yeah.
Let me make sure I
She
don't
was
miss
like,
a syllable of every word I meant
Engelbert,
to
this message is for you. And I
really-
said, come on, Fee.
She really did.
And it was...
But did it surprise you?
No.
Not that Fee did it, because I think that kind of
those
surprised
are the things
everyone.
that were being said, no.
Yeah.
No. I feel like there has been a major disconnect between the commissioner and the players for a long time. And then if you have a star like Fee coming out and saying it, you know that like it's really an issue. So I'm glad she did it, and we all supported her in it. We didn't know she was gonna do that. That was like
that was some gangster shit.
Yeah, I loved it. Especially like, again, if you get Fee that mad and whatever, like you fucked up.
I mean, fucked up was certainly. I mean, I won't say I was surprised. I was surprised that Fee did it. I wasn't surprised at what she was saying, and the main reason is because, and we've talked about this before, I just feel like the league is having this moment. And while in a lot of ways they have leaned in, it's still like they're right on the edge. It's still like it feels like they still have these like claws in the old way of doing things that is keeping the league from really taking off.
Yeah.
And the CBA obviously is a part of this as well. And all leagues have CBA negotiations, and many times other leagues have had stoppages because of the CBA negotiations. So it's not like this is unheard of.
Right.
But how do you and the players feel about where you guys are with it right now?
I think we're in a better spot than we were a few months ago, but we are still a very long way away from where we want to be. I think the biggest thing is that revenue sharing, which now I feel like people are starting to finally understand what exactly that means. Is like we're not trying to get paid like the NBA guys. We're not trying to get paid $50 million a year. We're trying to get paid a bigger percentage of the money that we're generating. And they're just like, no, like we want you to stay right here where you've always been, and we want you to accept that. And we're just like, no, like we're not gonna do that. And if we are gonna find a happy medium, like you guys, they have to tell us why. Like, why are you guys not doing this? Why are you not being transparent about the financials? Why are you not being transparent about the ownership groups? Like, it's just it's a lot of runaround. And I'm not in those big meetings, but I'm in like the group CBA meetings. And, you know, every meeting, there's more and more players coming on. And I was in the league for the last CBA, and it was not like this. I mean, that CBA was monumental for us at the time, but we knew that that's why you put an opt-out clause, because, you know, you bet on yourselves, we're going to grow. But, like, we weren't expecting, like, this much growth and as fast as it happened. And it's been amazing to be a part of it. But, like, as players, we've had a responsibility to continue to put out a good product for all these new eyes. And now the league needs to step it up. Even in Fee's statement, she was talking about the officiating. That needs, like, everything needs to, like, rise to the occasion. I feel like we have been really the only things that have just rose with the moment, and now everything else has to follow, I feel like.
Every time over the years that any conversation has come up about women getting better or equal pay, like, nothing is like chum in the water on the internet.
It's
to these motherfuckers,
the most insane
like
thing.
Women making money. Dog, you're not paying the WNBA players. You're not making one penny less in your life.
Right.
Every time
it's a dollar amount WNBA. We got
it's like
we got
their
economy
brains start
majors, we got
oozing
business
out of their
owners,
fucking eyeballs.
entrepreneurs, we got finance people. I said, where do y'all work? Where's your business? What business are you running? Like, what are we talking about?
Shut the fuck up.
Like,
it is. I used to get into it all the time because of the U.S. women's national team.
Yeah.
When they were going through
that,
it.
I mean, I feel like that. I mean, I think people look at, like, that women's tournament as, like, a big turning moment. I think that was the first, like, that was the tip of the iceberg of where women's sports is now, is what the women's national team did.
They definitely got things kick-started.
Yeah.
But even then, it was like,
but the men. We're not talking about the men.
Shut the fuck up.
We're talking about us.
You're not, to your point also, though, you don't run not Nana business. You don't have if you have a bookkeeper, if you have payroll, you know what I mean? If you have a board of directors, right, for your business, and then maybe we can have the conversation.
But if you have all those things, you're probably not on
clocking in. Shut your bitch ass up. You don't know nothing about a fucking CBA. You don't know nothing about revenue splits.
You don't know,
and you're not paying these fucking bills.
It's actually crazy how upset it gets people,
and they just repeat
mind. The same thing. Oh, I was like, I forgot what I was on some random, and then people sometimes like just post bullshit just to get people to argue. People are like writing comment. I'm like, I'm not reading that. I don't care if it's positive. I'm not reading that. What are you doing? Like, I'm
sorry or congrats, but I'm not reading that.
But I'm not reading all that. I'm sorry. And I love to read, but I'm not reading that.
I'm frustrated on your behalf and on the ladies' behalf because
I mean, I will say the conversation has improved from where it was when I first got into league, as far as paying us more, paying women athletes more. The conversation has improved slightly. So I will give some good people out there their credit and their due for turning the conversation.
Well, what do you think NIL has done for it? Because I think NIL has greatly helped the conversation as well. Because women's college basketball, at least for me over the past, I don't know, I say maybe 10 years, has been to me, a superior product than the men's college basketball. The tournament is more interesting.
Yeah.
And the stories and stars have really cut through.
Right.
And obviously Caitlin Clark is a great example of that. Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, Flauge, like we can go down the list of stars that have broken through. Juju in college, and it's now translating into the league. But I think the fact that we know what those women are making in college has also helped the conversation for the WNBA, because these knuckle draggers who are like, you don't deserve to make this in the WNBA, but we can see what companies are paying you as student athletes to play in the NCAA. That also makes the conversation weak. Now, the ratings obviously are what everyone points to. And again, I can't emphasize this enough. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Anytime people would bring ratings up to me, I'm like, just shut the fuck up. You don't, networks pay people thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to break down ratings. And they still don't know why people don't watch on this particular day or this changes or whatever. You have elections that influence things. If there's a natural disaster that influences things. If it's the holidays, there's a million fucking reasons why ratings go the way that they go. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Right. But I do think NIL helps.
But it was funny when NIL started that salary and endorsements was whooping people's ass.
Oh, like you're and you are. Oh,
I
like
was
there and there. Whooping.
I like had to stop responding and breaking it down to people because I'm like, you guys just don't want to understand. The endorsements will follow the girls. That is off court. They're not going to leave college and lose money. They might lose, now they might lose a little bit because now the university is able to pay these players. So now that conversation is different. But that's still not their salary.
Correct.
They're not employees. They're still student athletes for now. So even that was like killing people. But again, it's like a very small percentage of college athletes that are making that much money. Like my sister and brother, my sister just graduated college. My brother's in college right now. And they're like, they don't make no money. So it's like still a very 1% system, but it's still amazing. And it's helped us so much. I think NIL has ruined college sports. I love it for the players, the athletes, but the stories I hear, I have friends in coaching. My dad works in college athletics right now. My brother is dealing with the transferring nonsense. You bring in 6 older guys, like from whoever the fuck they were at, and they're older, they're bigger, they're stronger, they're gonna play. I hate it for like the high school. I mean, it's just like been a trickle down effect because they kind of just were like, here, do what y'all want to do with this NIL, and they're trying to regulate it now, and it's too late. And I think it's hurting college sports. But when you look at, you talk about the stories in women's college sports is better than the men's. I like think about like the guys who were playing in college, like when I was in college, like Trae Young, Jason Tatum, like those types of NBA players were in college at the same time as us. We don't really have that anymore in men's college. Like these guys are coming from overseas, or they're going pro early, or they're going to like the overtime, they're going different routes. So the women don't also have that to compete with on the men's side. And then the men's side is just a mess. But I think that you said it, hit it right on the head. Like the fans follow these players throughout their careers because we have to stay in college. And I think their fandom has just come over to the WNBA. And I think for the first time, we're finally figuring out how to retain their fans in the W. And I think that's something that we've always had a problem with, but I feel like now we're starting to figure it out.
So you mentioned your father. Your father had a very significant basketball career. Do you feel like you had to work extra hard to get out from under his shadow, or do you feel like it helped you?
It's funny, like, because I'm a girl, there wasn't really like a basketball shadow. It was like a privilege nepo baby shadow that I had to like shift away from. Like, you just have this because like your dad. But it was a very different conversation than like say what my brother's dealing with right now. Like 9 times out of 10, it really had nothing to do with basketball, because when I was younger, I wasn't very good, but I worked very hard, and then eventually I got better and better and better. So that there wasn't really avenues for people to attack my work ethic and my game. So then it just turned into, oh, she's a spoiled brat. She's a princess. She's privileged. She's this, she's that. So that has kind of been the thing that I've had to work against the most. And basically like not talking about like how I was raised and the home I grew up in, how I was just raised in so much love and support and experienced all these things when I was a kid, because I'm tough and I have a chip on my shoulder and I work hard and I want this really bad and I love basketball. So all that kind of had to get put to the side, even to the point where my parents don't even come around that much. Like they were at home games, but like they be in the stands in the cut. Like they don't like being on, my mom hates the camera. She doesn't like being on TV. They come to my W games when they can, but like I have 3 younger siblings. So they kind of like have taken a major back seat in my professional life, which sometimes I'm like, why are y'all doing that? I'm like seeing everybody else's parents at like every game, courtside, yelling at the refs, like get into it with fans. And then I'm just like, well, I would actually not like if my parents did that either, but I would love them to like be there. But it's like us finding that happy medium. And I think they've been so supportive from like a distance, like, and I'm so appreciative of them. But like the fact that they felt that they needed to kind of hands off of it because of the stigma that comes with coming from an NBA family, NBA dad household, him being my coach growing up. So when I got to a certain level, he was like, okay, baby girl, you got it. I taught you well. Good luck.
I think that is a poison in our community. I think it's fucking ridiculous. White people do not deal with that.
They don't. They do not.
They do not. If you got at a successful white daddy and you're successful and your mother is there and you've got a big happy family, it's just a great thing and you're a great kid and blah, blah, blah. You have to explain that you had a loving home. Do you know how fucking stupid that is?
Yeah. And it's sad because the only place in my life that I have experienced that is basketball. Everywhere else, it's like not really a thing. And I don't want to say it's an issue because I'm still here. I'm still playing. I've found major success on and off the court. But like when my W season starts, like I always get into this space where I'm like, okay, 6 months, let's go. Like what bullshit is gonna come my way this season? And honestly, every year it's been something. So I've been able to just power through and just find my pockets of happiness where I can, but always being able to lean on to my family has been it's been everything. So helpful.
What's the biggest misconception about the WNBA?
That we all hate each other, like all the players. Like, no, do you like everyone that you work with? No. But do you hate them? No.
Well,
We're
not here.
We're competitors.
I cannot say that about every workplace. But
no, but it's like, again, it's work. Like, this is our job.
Yeah.
So I feel like because there are certain athletes, and that's across the board, that really like pour their whole personality is the fact that they play this sport. And it's like, it's my life. It's everything, da 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 da. And that was kind of like what the type of WNBA player I thought I was going to be. And then I got cut in the off season with no conversation at all after my third year. After the bubble season, I got waived like out of nowhere. Didn't hear from the coach, no coaches, front office, nothing. My agent told me that I was getting waived 2 weeks before training camp was about to start. So that kind of forced me to kind of just remove, like, okay, this is not who you are. Like, you play basketball, you play in the WNBA, you work your ass off, you clock in, you clock out. That's what you do because you love it. But that moment completely like changed my outlook of how I approach basketball. And now I like approach a lot of my teammates. Like, first of all, I've been on so many teams. I know so many players.
Yeah.
Like it's a blessing and a curse, obviously, because why would you want to be on so many teams and around? Like, it's so hard to navigate that. But I've been so grateful to be able to meet so many of them and get to know so many of them in different ways. And yeah, not everybody likes each other, but like we don't hate each other. But like there's a lot of love in the W, from the vets to young ones. So like I feel like the last 2 years that's been like a crazy misconception. But now I feel like with Unrivaled, with Athletes Unlimited, now that we're more visible in the off season, people are seeing like there's like real love and relationships and friendships that are in the W. Is
it difficult when teammates are in relationships? Does that cause?
So from my personal experience, it has not been a problem. Like, I feel like when I was in Chicago, Courtney Vandersloot and Allie Quigley were married, and a lot of people thought they were like siblings that didn't know, because they're like both little white girls with blonde hair. So like even people would like reach out to me and be like, "Oh my God, like those sisters on the team." I'm like, "No, they're married, but like that's like they just like conducting themselves in a professional way."
Yeah.
So like I don't have anything negative to say about having teammates that are in relationships with each other. Like I don't understand it personally, because like there's a lot of people, why would you want to date this person that you see all the time? But you know, things happen that way. I don't judge it. I just, deal with it, because you have, like, there's no choice. You have to deal with it. But my personal experiences have been fine with having teammates have a relationship.
Is it hard to date as an athlete?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you have a pretty not unpredictable life, but like you travel a lot.
Yeah, in that regard, yeah.
You might not necessarily be in the same city for half the year.
Yeah, and my schedule is like pretty like set in stone as far as like I can't just like drop everything and leave. But it's like funny, like being an athlete, it's like you go from like just regiment, and then you have the off season, but that's still like a very short amount of time, and then you're back on your schedule. And for me, I'm very type A. Like even traveling, like I say I love to travel, but I cannot be gone for too long because I have to work out.
You stay somewhere.
Right. But I
Lexie
always gotta
stay
have
with a vacation pic. I'm like, damn.
Gotta be, and there is a gym. That's why I don't do Airbnbs on trips. I can't. I need a gym everywhere I go. So that was when I went to
I bring my
Greece.
gym clothes, but I don't be at the gym.
No, I was in Mexico with my friends in January, and I got up every morning and worked out because I had Athletes Unlimited coming up, and they're like, "You're a psychopath. Like, why? We're in vacation. Why are you working out?" I was like, "Because I have to go to work in a few weeks. I'm hanging out with y'all, but I got to go to work in a few weeks, so I have to make sure I stay in shape." So, yeah, it's hard just being so unpredictable and just being, I'm very set in my routine. I can't get knocked off it very often. So, yeah.
Is it true that some of the women trick? I'm a retired trick myself, so it's no judgment.
I don't know anything about that.
Okay.
I don't.
We keep it real around here. You've never flown anyone out?
No. We don't do that. I don't do that. Why would I do that?
I mean,
have you done that?
Yes, absolutely. Of course. Of course.
Did that work out well? Was it a lovely, like, what is the dynamic of that?
I mean, it depends on the intention of the situation.
Right.
You know? But like, you know, if you sometimes
like you fly someone out, you're big mama.
I
right?
am big mama though.
Yeah.
I don't mind being big mama though.
Okay, period. I want to be a big mama too, sometimes.
I mean, I think it's if I don't end up remarried for the fourth time, I will definitely
be a sugar mom
for sure. I mean, yes, it's trending that way anyway. But yeah, absolutely, I'm going to be a very wealthy older woman who has a couple apartments that house, you know, some aspiring young actors.
That you already have this planned out for yourself.
Yeah. And then when they act up, they have to move out, or you know.
Did you watch Beauty in Black?
Yes.
You're gonna be.
Oh my God! I'm gonna. What's her
Get
name?
in the bag. That's gonna be
what
you.
What is it, Olivia? Get in the bag.
That's gonna be
I'm
you.
Gonna kill them off when I'm done with them. Why did he get? Why? What is your ass doing getting in the bag?
First of all, you could have just left, sir. You are a grown ass man. She's an old woman.
Man just climbing in the fucking bag.
He said, "Okay."
Crazy.
First of all,
she should have killed him.
First of all,
who
I don't
does
know
that?
what I thought get in the bag meant, but when they killed him, I was like,
Same. When she told him get in the bag. If y'all don't know what we're talking about, Beauty in the Bag is a great show. It's great. Was it
great? It was great.
It was great. I don't care.
You get me every time, sir.
No,
I don't support
listen.
the storylines all the time, but I always watch.
That show is gonna let Tyler into heaven because
I was locked the fuck in.
Yeah, I actually just finished it yesterday. We had Julian on, and
Roy.
Yeah, we had Roy on.
Roy and what was his wife?
Mallory.
I hated her, and then at the end of season 2, I loved her.
No, I love Mallory. I'm a big like ruthless bitch.
Yeah,
and Kimmy isn't ruthless.
Her one my sister. Where's my sister? How many times did she say that in the show?
First of all, Sylvie's ridiculous. If you don't sit down.
Sit yours down.
Sit yours down. So Olivia is the older woman on the show, and all she does is fuck younger men. And she tried to set up her ex-husband through this younger man that she's fucking, and he fucked it up. And so she killed him, but
the way she did it was crazy.
She told him to get in the bag, and he just climbed in the fucking bag.
It was like a big plastic bag, like a body bag.
What do you think is gonna happen in this bag? And he was no resistance, no fighting.
Like
was
he
just like,
signed
please.
a document.
Like,
Like,
no.
if this messes up, I'm
What?
getting in the bag.
That was the craziest scene of the whole show.
I
I
was
couldn't get over it
like-
either. I was like, what the fuck?
Was that the crazy? No,
I'm not getting in the bag.
But there was those big old guys there too, making sure he got in the bag.
So I mean, you gotta fight. You're
he
about
was gonna
to
die no matter what, so he might as well just went peacefully, because they probably would have made it bad for him if he tried to run away.
Get in the bag is
Mind
crazy.
you, her character was hilarious.
Yeah, she's funny. She's funny. It's not completely off base. Yeah, it's not completely off base. I even kind of have her haircut.
You do kind of.
Yeah.
Now you just need put some grain.
Now I
in
just
it,
need
and you're
lots of
her.
money, and the young men are already there.
Yeah,
How old are you?
31.
31. Yeah. So you're not in the window yet of like the YNs being like bad for you.
What window? What age does that happen?
I think probably third. I don't think it's like an official start to being like the cougar. I don't think we're using cougar. We're using auntie now.
Auntie, yes. I felt like when I was just in Nashville with some of our younger players in AU. Oh my God, that was the first time I ever felt old as shit. Like we were talking about MySpace, Facebook, our top 5, and they were just like, "What are y'all talking about?" And I was like, "Oh my God, it's here.
No, it happens
It's
quick.
happening."
It happens in one
But
conversation.
I was telling y'all earlier, I was like, I'm the little baby, the little teenage 31-year-old.
You are a little baby.
I get treated like one.
I mean, no, you're a grown woman, but I'm saying
Yeah,
like,
but I,
like
like,
30,
sometimes I get
31 is young, and
I lean into it.
Yeah.
It's the baby face.
you do have a baby face, and it's
Yeah.
good though. Like I think my whole life, I have always looked forward. I have always like wanted to be older. That was because of having a tough childhood, so I just like so much looked forward to like being old enough to have control of my life.
Mm-hmm.
But then being aspirational, I'm like, okay, I need to get older so I can do this, and then I need to work on this, and then there's I have to get to this step. So I think I'm very comfortable with my age, but I've always like been feeling or looking to being older as opposed to like thinking about being young.
Do you feel like you like missed out on any type of experiences because you felt that way?
I think I missed out on, I think it wasn't up to me. Like, I think when I was a child, I wasn't able to be innocent, but that was sort of taken away from me. So those years, I feel like I missed out on. Like the princess years, those never really existed for me. But I'm very like present in every year. That's why when people like lie about their age, I'm like, why? Also, the goal is to get older.
Right.
Like the goal in life is to continue
to
living,
grow.
which means you are older.
Life is worth living.
Right. So
Yes.
yes, like I'm very proud to be
Shout
38.
out to
Like that
Justin
means I've
Bieber.
had 38 good years on this planet. If the planet continues to exist in the state in which it is, then I'm happy to be here. If we get to the apocalypse, I don't want to be here anymore.
Mm-mm.
Are you an apocalypse survivor?
Absolutely not. Immediately unalived.
I don't want to survive 1 second of the apocalypse.
Because okay, say I survive.
Please,
Now what?
Like target, if you're up there, the beam. I want the beam to hit me. Like I want this.
Boop.
You remember in Independence Day where the girl has the sign? That's me. Like welcome home. Beam.
Like again, and that's why I don't even like watching those movies either. Because I'm like, why? Okay, you guys survive all of this. There's nothing left. And then
Girl,
what?
you have your nails done, your hair's done, you have lashes, lip gloss, you're in a cute fit. We're sitting in a nice air conditioned studio. I want no parts.
No parts.
of
I don't even like-
foraging
I don't even
for
like camping.
survival. Yeah.
I don't even like glamping. Like no.
I don't want to look for supplies.
I don't want to look for supplies. I don't want to fight for a can of beans. No.
That I got to open with one of those rusty knife things.
I don't want to wrap a wound with. I don't want to rip my clothes. And be like, oh,
Put in your teeth. No, I don't want to do any of those things.
I don't want to be dirt. Just the thought of not even being able to shower.
What about periods?
Like, what do we? I think about that. You know, when I think about that, like in medieval times, like that crosses my mind. Like when I'm going through like a moment of like being a woman, I'm like, what the fuck did they do 300, 400 years ago?
I think they just bled.
Just
That could be
openly?
historically inaccurate, but I feel like,
just bleeding on everything.
well, I mean, I think they like sat and bled.
Or maybe if they like
That's
have
the thing, right? Free bleeding? Guys, we don't have to invent ways to struggle. We don't need to do that. We don't need to come up with ways to suffer.
Now, if I could like stay in my bed for the entirety of my cycle and no one would judge me for that, I wouldn't be mad.
Do you have bad periods?
No. It's just a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Especially being an athlete, they don't give a fuck. You need to play today. I don't care what your stomach feels like. I don't know what's going on. That's my biggest fear. Bleeding through. We're trying to ban the white jerseys just for that reason.
Yeah.
That's like my biggest fear.
Who came up with that?
Well, they look so good. Like, they look
white
good,
is crispy.
but it's like, there's just...
Well, because you're not thinking about that when you're out playing. You don't want to be thinking about if
but
you're...
like when you start, if you start your period on the day of a game and you got them white jerseys hanging in your locker, you're like, you got to tell your team, guys, period, like, look out for me. Like, that's a conversation we have in the locker room. And like, there's something you don't think about. Like, as a man, like, am I going to bleed through my white jersey shorts?
No, they're worried about sharding.
That's my biggest fear. And then if I ever have like a wig, losing it.
Do you play in a wig?
Sometimes.
That would be terrified to do that.
I mean, it hasn't happened. But also I don't.
But do you sew it on too? Or?
I sew it, sew, glue, depending on the style. Mm-hmm. I like to switch up. I mean, there's a lot of girls in the league who play with wigs.
Yeah.
So I've only seen a handful of times that's happened. Yeah, but the girls know what to do.
Yeah,
you dive on it like a grenade.
Just hide it, roll over on it.
We got you, sis. Like,
so you've talked about having Crohn's. Mm-hmm. Is that something that is also difficult to play with? How are you managing that?
At first it was. Now I don't have any issues. God willing. Like, there's flare-ups, those happen, but I haven't had one in a long time. But so this will be like my third year. And at the top of the year, it'll be like my third year dealing with it, being diagnosed. So the first 2 years were like really hard. One, when I was getting the symptoms, like just not knowing what it was. So I was trying to just play through the symptoms, not knowing what was going on. So that was May, June. I didn't get the diagnosis until January. And then I didn't get to start my medication till the end of January. And then I had to switch medications because the one I was using was hurting something else in my insides that wasn't supposed to be getting affected by it. So then that's why, so the year I missed was when I was getting the symptoms. And then the second year I was dealing with it, I had to miss because my doctors were like, you need to chill the fuck out while we figure out like what medication we can give you. And now I'm on a great medication. Everything's good. I feel great. But it's been a journey. And then that's why I had to address it in my exit meeting this year that I was healthy, because I just wasn't getting any minutes this summer. And people thought I was still dealing with a lot of like Crohn's related stuff. So I had to like clear that up.
So do you feel like teams judge you for that, for having Crohn's?
Honestly, even when I got traded, the conversation was so brief. It was literally 55 seconds on the phone with my general manager telling me that I got traded to the Storm. And like, there was no, like, I didn't really have nothing to say to her, because if I did, it would have just been bad. And I was on the way to a game in Nashville. So like, that's the call I got. I was pulling out of the parking garage on my way to the game. And that's when she told me. Don't know what was said in the transactional period about my health, about my play or whatever. Like, nothing. Again, like throughout my entire career, I just feel like I've been left in the dark about a lot of things that have been said. So I just have to show up as best as I can and just show them like the type of worker I am, the type of teammate I am, the type of player I am. But I do think there may have been things mentioned in the process of me going from LA to Seattle about like, oh, just be careful about her and her Crohn's. Like, she might be like a health liability or whatever, which was unfair because this is not something that anybody really knows anything about but me. Like, there's not a test for it. I can't go to the training room and be like, oh, this hurts right now. Can you help me? Like, can you give them a timeline? Like, there's none of that. It's like, you just have to believe how I feel that day and like, just believe that I'm not having a good day. And that's kind of been like a struggle, especially just being an athlete.
Yeah. I mean, I know athletes that have had different types of ailments who do not want to disclose it because then you get labeled as that. And even if you're dealing with some other kind of medical issue, everything kind of gets relayed back to that, and you become a liability to teams.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating. And then I see it with like even with players who deal with injuries and like, oh, this person can't stay healthy. Like no one tries to be hurt. Like I think that's such a weird
But do you
conversation.
you don't think there's anything to being injury prone?
No, I think you're definitely like injury prone, but like they like take that, but then now you're lazy. Now you don't take care of your body. Like sometimes your body just does what it wants, but that doesn't mean like you're a lazy person. That doesn't mean you don't eat right. That doesn't mean you don't stay on top of your rehab. Like that's the conversations that I don't like. But yeah, like if someone is hurt all the time, like yes, they're gonna call you injury prone. They're gonna call you Charmin or whatever they're gonna call you. But when they start attacking like how you approach the game and how your day-to-day is and your work ethic, then that's where I'm like, okay, like you guys are dragging it.
Have there been certain players who, I don't want to say deserve that, but are not taking care of their body, and that is playing a role? Because in the media space, we often use those terms, like
right.
Not necessarily lazy, because I don't know if someone's lazy or not. Like,
yeah, I mean, again, it's like
that has to be a review from multiple teams, from other teammates. Like, not lazy. Lazy is such a like, wow, calling someone lazy is crazy.
If you are called lazy as an athlete, like, why are you an athlete?
Right.
So, I don't think people just randomly call people lazy. Like, I will say, like, my team now in Seattle is probably like top to bottom, like one of the hardest working group of teammates I've ever had. But again, we have a whole practice facility. So again, like that's another layer to the WNBA. Some teams don't even have a place to call their own, and they can't go get shots up when they want. They can't go lift when they want. Like we're all grown. Like it's not like college where everyone has to do everything at this time. Like if you're not a early morning person, you don't have to come in and do your lift early as fuck. You can do it later. But because we have a facility, like you can do that. Some people won't go to the gym downstairs in the apartments, or they won't go to a local gym and do their own thing, because some players need that like coach to be like, okay, you have lift at this time, you have this at that time. Like me, I'm not that type of player. I'm gonna get my work done when I feel like it, because I just love to work out. So I'm gonna do it on my own time. But if you don't have a facility, like, and then you're not a morning person, but the only time you can lift is 7 to 8 a.m. because then the adult Zumba class is coming in to practice on the court.
Right, yeah.
Like, you can't fault them for that. Like, I'm not rolling with that.
How do you feel about the new fans?
Offline, they're great. Once I took myself off Twitter, which was a big deal for me because I used to love Twitter. Now it's X.
Twitter used to be so good.
So fun.
And now it's Threads.
It's horrible. Threads is cool.
Threads is the move.
Threads is
cool. Threads
I do
has
like Threads.
The vibe.
Yes. And I hope that people don't ruin it, because that's how Twitter started. It was vibes.
Well, Twitter had a pretty cataclysmic thing that Elon bought it, and then it fell apart.
Turned into shit. So it used to be a fun place, but then it just turned into like a really mean place, in a weird place. And I used to like to go back and forth with people because it was like, haha, shits and gigs, funny. But then, you know that meme of that guy like yelling at the brick wall? Like that's how I felt on Twitter. Because I'm like, who? I don't even know. Like now I'm arguing with an egg.
Right.
Like
it's a bot.
It's a bot. It's a random person that maybe doesn't even truly feel this way. They just want some engagement, because that's all it's about nowadays is engagement. So once I remove myself from that platform, I love our new fans. And yes, people say what they want about me. Like, she don't play. I'm like, okay, if that's the worst thing y'all can say about me, I'm okay with that. Like, I've not had any negative interactions with anybody off the court. Our fans in every city I've played in have been amazing. So yeah, I'm like, the internet is not a real place. It's a place for people to gather and talk shit and do whatever they want, but life offline, like the new fans have been amazing.
I mean, that's how it always is. Like people ask me about it all the time, dealing with people online.
Yeah, people are awful to you. I want to punch everybody in your comments.
Yeah, they're horrible.
Because what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
They're horrible, but they're only horrible online.
Only online.
Like people in person are so nice. They're so cool. They're the best.
Yeah.
It's really online. And it's because there's a complete lack of accountability. I'm not going to lie. y'all better hope and pray to whoever it is that you claim you worship that I don't come out of retirement. Because if I do, it's going to be hot in the streets for y'all. Because the way I be wanting to tag these people's wives.
But it's like, it's low hanging fruit. That takes the fun out of it.
I know.
Like, that's why I had to stop. It's so
easy to fry y'all. Y'all be
Right.
so ugly. If I sometimes every once in a while I'll screenshot somebody and send it to Haley.
Did you work out today?
Like
before you decided to talk shit about
work
me?
out. They lifted a donut.
Like, come on.
Or several.
Did you read a book? Did you pray?
They look like the people, you know, when you see somebody and they got that little plaque on their teeth. Y'all be ugly as fuck.
Well,
Talking
that's probably why
nonsense. Yeah, but I don't you better hope I stay retired.
But again, even you mentioned like I want to tag like people's wives, whatever. But I'm just like, if I ever caught my significant other talking shit on the internet, divorce.
Unimaginable.
Divorce now. Get out.
Unimaginable.
You're embarrassing.
Can you imagine?
You have a whole wife and kids and family, and you're talking.
You're talking shit to a woman on the internet about her body.
About anything. Get out of here.
About her eyelashes. About her birthday makeup.
Oh, don't get me started about how they talk about, oh, why do you guys not wear your natural hair and stop wearing the wig? Shut up. Because we want to.
If I don't even really like dealing with men that have social media. So I will tolerate like a low level active social media.
Yeah. Or a bit like he needs it for his business or something.
Yeah. Someone else got to run it. But if I can't, like, there's two things I could never imagine.
If I walk in on you and you're just.
if my
What are
man
you
is
doing?
in the comments arguing with a woman about what she looks like or talking shit to a woman about what she looks like, I don't, like, there's some things that I know will immediately send me to jail, so God keeps me from them. That's one.
I just can't wrap my mind around it.
If I find out that my man is trying to cheat on me and is failing.
Joy, we're a lot of like, you know, I think about that too.
What if your
You're
man
failing?
is trying to cheat on you? Like, you don't
And
catch him.
everyone's like, nah, I'm cool.
You don't catch him cheating on you. You catch him bothering women.
Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Get out.
Get out.
Goodbye.
Get your shit. Get the fuck out. What do you
Goodbye.
mean?
What do you mean you're talking to yourself?
What?
When you could just be talking to me.
No.
You'd rather talk to yourself
you're in
than
the
talk
DMs
to
talking
me.
to yourself.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
bothering
yuck.
women. The only thing worse than a woman having the woman-to-woman conversation with you is a woman coming to you and telling you to get your man to leave her
Man,
alone.
Please. What's worse? You finding out that he has like a page and it's like him and he's doing all this, or he has like a fake page and he's doing it?
It's tough. It's tough. I think the fake page, because that's very, very intentional.
Yeah.
Like maybe you just got caught up in your, both are fireable offenses, but if at least with your own page, like maybe you just got caught up in something and like, you know what I mean? You just fell victim to the algorithm. But if you
What is
made
your
a fake page,
that is an excuse, and I'm not going for it because you make your algorithm what it is. People be like, I don't know where this page. I don't know how I found this page.
oh, I built my algorithm brick by brick.
What is okay, wait. I want to know are you on TikTok?
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like TikTok has the best algorithm. I just be on there laughing. I love my TikTok algorithm. What is your explore page on Instagram? Like, what is it?
Oh,
majority?
my phone's over there, but I'm sure it's all women. I'm sure it's all bitches. Like, I'm sure it's all scantily clad women. I'm sure.
Oh, that's what you just
No,
like?
because I be looking at like beauty stuff, and then like I always like all the girlies. So yeah, it's probably that and some conspiracy theory shit about space, and definitely something about like patriarchy or like people not having children.
And I really used to think that it was it's not random. Like right now.
Oh no, it is so manufactured.
I'm
I know
cooking.
it because I will like something and then the next 3 things are immediately about those topics.
I just started cooking recently. Clap for me. Everybody clap for Lexie. Thank you.
What are we making? Why don't you bring us a plate?
All types of things. I got an air fryer and that has made life so much easier for me. I don't like to cook.
Now, Lexie,
I have to start somewhere.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, but we
Anyway,
are going to acknowledge
meal
that
prep.
I don't like, as an air fryer girly myself, I don't know that we are going to.
You know, it's hard to cook for just one person.
I agree.
It's hard to grocery shop for just one
I'm
person.
just saying they're going to cook you for saying that you started cooking and you have the air
Better
fryer.
than not cooking. You got to start somewhere.
I love the air fryer, and I got on the air fryer during COVID like everybody else. And
I got on it 3 weeks ago.
It's very hard to cook for one person. It's very annoying.
I don't make the whole meal. Don't be in the air fryer, but like sometimes, like I'll throw the salmon in there because I don't like how salmon smells. In my
Salmon
house.
is perfect in the air fryer.
Yeah, so like I literally bought an air fryer for salmon because I love salmon, but I hate cooking it because it makes my whole house smell like salmon.
Yeah.
But anyway, my whole explore page now is
Recipes,
meal prep, and like ab workouts.
I mean, the kitchen algorithm is my favorite. When I wander into that part of my algorithm, it's great because I love watching people cook because I ain't gonna do it.
They make it look so easy.
They do.
They'll be like, here's an easy recipe, and then they start chopping up.
As soon as they start chopping, I'm like, nah.
Swipe.
my knife skills. My knife skills are not there
I'm
at
chopping
all.
up a whole onion. It's just one of me. Why don't they sell things for one person?
I think they do. I think they do. But I'm a leftovers girl, but I can't be making whole meals. I like cooking for other people.
See, I'm not there yet. I'm getting there.
I like cooking for other people.
getting
I
there.
don't cook. I very, very rarely. I really have to be in the mood for one specific thing to cook for myself. But so would you cook for your significant other then?
I will now.
But you didn't before.
I've never really had a significant other, so no,
You've never been in a relationship?
not since college.
Which was
Like-
like 10 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Is it because, why is that?
Well, like we said earlier, like the schedule, and then my first 3 years after college, I was overseas, so like that was never gonna work. I've just been like really focused. Also, I've had my little, shenanigans here and there, and like I've had good times with like good guys, and I've had fun and whatever, and almost been to a relationship, but then it's just like kind of just like poof, no more, out of sight, out of mind. Unfortunately, that's kind of like how I've operated, and that's not good. I'm better now, but I was kind of just like, oh, I haven't seen him in a while. Okay, that was fun.
So
Back
you're not
to the gym.
So are you a lover girl, or you've just tapped
Yes,
out on
I am deep down.
Yeah, no, I like to bury it.
Yeah.
I'd like to just remove it, just
Yeah.
carve it out and get rid of it.
Because
But
when
it's
I was a little younger, outwardly it was always like, you post like the little word quotes, and it was like, fuck men, fuck this. I'm not really like that anymore because I love them. Like I want to marry one day, and like I can't be like this man-hating person.
yeah, I don't recommend it.
Yeah.
I'm
so I
like
don't-
that. So
Yeah, I don't want to be like that. But then I'm also not like, oh, I can't wait for this and my wedding and da-da-da. Like I'm excited about those things, but like that's not something. So I'm very like stoic when it comes to like dating and relationships, and people have like asked me about it a lot, and I just am like, next question.
Do you want? So you want to get married? Do you want to have kids?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is also like a whole thing in itself, being an athlete. Like,
yeah. So how do you plan for that?
Honestly, I don't really think you can. Like I've had multiple teammates with kids, and they've been able to make it work, but they're like super women. Like watching them they bring the kids to the gym, they're on the trips with us, they're everywhere, and I'm like, how do y'all do this? Like I just want to go home after practice and go to sleep.
Yeah.
And y'all have whole people you have to take care of. Like it's amazing, and I'm like, I don't know if I could handle that because I know myself. So
Do your teammates that have kids have partners?
no. I mean, like they're not married, and the two I've had are not with the person that they had their kids with. Which is hard for them because they have
Because they
the
have
sole
custody.
responsibility of the kids. So
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
of course, we wouldn't be talking about this if it was men's basketball.
it's like
I'm just saying, we don't have these conversations about
got it right.
men's basketball players bringing their children to the facility. And
before this, like last CBA, like that was like frowned upon for the most part.
yeah,
So now that they're
it's like what? It's like uterus load management.
Yeah, it was like crazy. It's not funny, but like when I came back from Crohn's, they had like welcome back, and it was like baby, Crohn's disease. Like that was like the graphic. And I was like, who made this fucking graphic? This graphic is nuts. Baby, Crohn's. Like, what? First of all, don't put me next to them. Like, this is not that. Like, they deserve everything.
Right.
Like, coming back from having a
also,
kid.
that's not the same thing. Like, baby is not a disease. It's not a medical condition.
It's just like, oh my God. Whoever made that graphic, someone posted it on Twitter and they were like, being in your 30s be like, or some shit. I was like, yeah, they're right.
So you do want to get married. You do want to have kids. Do you feel like that's something that you will be more intentional about when you are done playing?
I mean, I think it's something I have to start doing while I'm playing, because I still feel like I can play for a long time. And then I won't know if I'll be able to come back from having a baby and play until it happens. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to rule it out completely. But, you know, I've had... Oh, let me take that back. Katie Lou, my teammate in Seattle, is married to her daughter's father, and he's amazing. And yeah, so let me say that. Katie
Not
Lou,
all men.
Not all men. Yeah. Yes. He's great. He's awesome. He's around a lot. She's actually with him overseas right now. So shout out to Katie Lou. But yeah, I don't know. There's like no, it's like you can't plan. It's hard to, because then you're like.
But do you feel like you put yourself out there?
Kinda.
Are you on apps?
No, never.
You've never
I went
been
on Raya once just because I was nosy.
Mhm.
I had no type of intention to actually use
Did you
it.
give it a couple swipes?
I just wanted to be like, what's this about? I deleted it in one day. I was
Yeah,
like,
Raya
this
is
is stupid.
I actually did date someone when I was on Raya. Don't get excited. I'm not on there anymore. It was during COVID. I was trying anything. I did.
So you use the apps?
I did.
You did.
I did for a short during COVID.
Okay.
And I'm a horny bastard. You should know this about me. So it was a really hard time for me.
Where were you?
I was here.
You were here.
Which was the fucking worst. And I was in studio, so I never stopped working.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't like
So,
all these people who were like,
sports?
LA was the best. Like,
I was at
okay,
home.
like I was at work.
He was watching Tiger King.
Yeah,
whatever
I was
the
watching
fuck
Tiger
that
King
show
too.
is.
But I'm not. Listen, I was grateful to be working, to be clear. But I just didn't have the like experience that everyone else who was in LA. Like I know so many people in LA were like, we were chilling, barbecuing. I was not doing none of that. But anyway, so I was on the apps. I went on Raya. I forget, there was like an actress that recently just talked about being on Raya. Didn't you send it to me, Marcos? Somebody sent it, but like, she was on with I don't know. Anyway, she's talking about Raya, and it's all just like founders. It's a bunch of white boys who are like kite surfing. I'm not. No.
Yeah.
I'm not climbing mountains. I'm not going to your photography studio. Okay, like. I actually met a black man on Raya. We dated for like 4 months.
Oh, so it actually turned into a thingy thing.
Yeah, he was really nice.
Okay.
He wore the okay, so you know those little tracker things that track your calories?
Like an Apple Watch?
Like Apple Watch, but like sometimes you can wear them on your shoulder.
Okay.
He wore it on, he kept it on during sex. So I couldn't do it. Cause why?
Ick.
I'm not a big ick person, but I was like, ain't no way you got this shit on during sex.
You gotta count them calories.
Why do you got to count calories? Just
vibe,
adjust.
twin.
Yeah,
Just vibe.
Just vibe. Like, just take that shit off. You're not counting these calories.
Was it like tight?
Yeah, like you wear it on your shoulder. You wear it like
Was
here.
he like a big?
No,
This big old dude.
He was in really good shape. Like you don't need this moment.
That's.
I'm like grabbing your arms as this thing. Yeah,
Did
it was.
You told him you didn't like it.
I'm bad at that.
He would have been like, okay.
What am I supposed to be like? Hey,
do
is
you
mad
mind?
weird that you wear this calorie tracker while we're fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that could work.
But
I'm
nicer,
getting better.
Maybe
What?
a little nicer than that. Hey, I don't really like that.
So I think it's weird.
Hey, I don't really like that.
I mean, I could just do that. I could be better at doing those things.
So you just stop talking to him.
Yeah.
Hey, I do that. I used to do that too, but like not for like icks. I just was like, Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a huge ick. I'm not somebody who's like, this is an ick, that's an ick, but that was an ick.
Let me see. Have I ever been icked beyond belief before? I don't think so.
Is that a weird ick? I feel like that's an appropriate ick. That is not a weird ick, though. It's probably a solvable ick, though.
Definitely a solvable ick. Maybe you didn't like him that much, Joy. Maybe you just didn't like him that much.
Maybe he forgot. I don't know. He wore it several times.
And you never.
Yeah, I mean,
you were just staring at it.
We
the
were
whole time?
dating, I look. Communication has always been an issue for me. Like, I was dating this guy who had one speed.
Oh, that's always not fun.
Like, babe, I'm not a humping post. One speed. Yes, just go. Like, what are you doing? Just give it a little roll. Like just every.
You should have put a song
every
on.
25 strokes.
You should have put music on for him and been like, catch this beat.
Yeah, test the beat.
Catch this beat.
It's like this.
And the next song. Okay.
And he was
Switch.
and he was a spreader, which is ugh. I mean, why me? Like, what am I gonna do with my legs on the other side? I can barely open my legs anyway. I'm fucking.
Oh yeah, I'm not flexible.
I'm
either.
not flexible. Give it a little test. If there's too much resistance in the
Then
hamstrings, then chill out.
Right.
Stretching me like
that shit is not cute, bro.
It's not cute.
This shit is not sexy.
Now you got one speed, and I'm holding my legs up. I'm definitely gonna pull something.
Catch a cramp.
Yeah, that's not cute. No, that was
not sexy. But definitely a solvable ick, Joy.
That one at least would order me orange juice and coffee in the morning.
Oh, that's cute.
So that was cute. So he made up for it. You know what I saw someone on Threads say today? They said that the male loneliness epidemic is actually about men not having other male friends.
Yeah.
Did you see
they
that?
have no friends.
I said, no, the fuck it's not.
What is it about?
What's it about?
I really do feel like men don't be having friends.
Men don't have friends, but why the fuck is it our fault?
Right. That will agree with you that. Why y'all taking
I got
out on
lots
us?
of friends, but the male loneliness epidemic is unequivocally not about y'all having other male friends.
I saw a thread yesterday and it was I'm pretty sure it was a black woman and she was like she like asked Threads and she was like she like directed it to like white women and she was like, how were you guys raised as far as like building friendships and sisterhood, and you know how we have like black girls rock, black girls bed, black girls this, and then the whole thread was like these white women like, we were taught that women were our competition and we can't have friends, and it was like, it was so sad.
Is that why they felt the way they do?
I don't know, I guess, but like it was like a lot of responses and the women were regurgitating the same thing over and over and over, and I was like, Is that like the root of people being miserable and weird and fucked up is because like no one got no friends?
I think people are, this time right now, we have more ways to communicate and connect with each other than ever before, and people are more lonely than
crazy.
Ever. And it's because we aren't actually forming real bonds with each other. We're not speaking to each other with nuance and the way that we would if we were interacting in person. Mm-hmm. And a big part of what the internet has taken away from human interaction is the ability to be in the middle on things. Most of what we care about or think about or talk about is not on the stark ends of reality. Right. We are all very complicated people. We all have these different spaces where we show up. You're feminine, you're an athlete, you're a lover girl, but you're tough, and you're dealing with Crohn's, but you're very strong. Like, you have all these different things about you. You're not one thing. And the internet wants us all to be one thing. Mm-hmm. We all have to be liberal, or we all have to be conservative, or we all have to be angry, or we all have to be sweet, or we all have to be the cutest thing on earth, or we have to have devil music. Like, there's no in between.
Right.
And so everyone gets very tribal. And I think that's why people are, one, having a really hard time making new friends and connecting with people, because they feel like the real world is like that too, and it's not.
And it's not.
And it's also very scary. And people, don't like rejection. And rejection is just a reality of life. And it doesn't mean that you are less than. And that's a big part of, why dating is so difficult now, because so many people are afraid for someone to say no. And it's like, who gives a fuck
Exactly.
if they say no?
Or who cares if you start dating someone and it don't work?
That's the point of
Damn.
dating.
Right. It's fine.
For women and men, because I've had this conversation with both women and men.
Some shit just don't work out.
That if it's like, it does not working out, they're an asshole. No.
Like
Nobody owes anybody anything. The point of dating is to see if it's going to work or not, and to enjoy the journey on the way there. And if the journey gets shitty early, then you get the fuck out.
Right. Yeah, no one's forcing you to, maybe this will get better. Maybe and now he's an asshole or she's an asshole. But no, like you knew this wasn't going to work.
So what's next for you?
What's next? Honestly, it's funny that you asked that because like I really have no fucking idea. I was telling y'all earlier, like I'm trying to leave LA. I'm technically signed with the Seattle Storm, but our CBA is still not together. Don't know if we're gonna have a season. Don't even know if I'm gonna still be on the Storm. We have the expansion draft. I could get traded again. Like there's just so many question marks for me personally. So I'm just kind of like going with the flow right now. I think I've thankfully put myself in a position where it's not like stressing me out completely. I think I've worked really, really hard the last like 5-ish years to put me in like a position to where like I can really handle anything at this point, and I'm really grateful for that. And then I have my family as well. My mom's like, just come home and live with us. I'm like, oh, I can't. I cannot. Like, I lived with my parents up until last October when I got my first place out here. I was living at home in the off season because I was just all over the place all the time.
Yeah.
So I was just chilling at home all the time. So I was able to like just save a ton of money, chase my dreams on the court, off the court, and they've just been just sitting there chilling. Like, we have a room for you always. And now she's trying to lure me back there. And I'm like, I don't know if I could do that, Mom. But it's nice that that's an option.
Yeah. And it's okay to not know what you want to do either.
Yeah. It's just like, I do know though, like Athletes Unlimited starts in February. Like that's happening unless, something in the CBA shuts that all down, which is like something that has been discussed, unfortunately.
Shutting the other leagues down?
Not shutting the other leagues down, but like not allowing W players to participate. Like that's been an idea that's been thrown around. And as of right now, like the CBA is not signed so that we're playing in those leagues. Athletes Unlimited changed my life. Like it's been the best thing ever. But yeah, now I'm just locked in training. I'm back working out, back in the gym. People always like, well, get in the gym, get off the internet, go work out.
Well,
I'm in the gym, guys.
If you don't post it, then you didn't.
And I'm not going to. Like I'm making I already told my trainer, I said, this is a camera-free off season. Sir.
What you don't see how nice people are to me about on my workout videos?
Those are the people I want to fight because you're on your couch and she's in the gym. That is like, does that make sense to you people? Like,
no,
this is someone in the gym and you're on your couch.
I don't like how she's built.
Okay.
I love those. Like,
that's crazy.
Listen, all I'm saying, don't let me come out of retirement. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. This was so fun. Make sure you go follow Lexie on Instagram at Lexie Brown, Lexie. Listen to the Full Circle Pod on all audio platforms, and follow on Instagram at the Full Circle Pod, the period.
Yes.
Full Circle Pod. And Athletes Unlimited Pro Basketball tips off for its 5th championship season on Wednesday, February 4th. Go follow Lexie, and thanks for coming down.
Thank you.
All right, love talking to Lexie. Make sure you go and follow her and check out her podcast, Full Circle Pod. It's time for Never Too Personal. If you want to be a part of the show, twopersonalpodcast@gmail.com, or you can DM us at twopersonalshow. This question is, sex pursuit notwithstanding, what's the hardest part about dating after 35? I'm a little confused with the first part. Does that mean that it's hard to find sex after 35? Sex pursuit notwithstanding, what's the hardest part about dating after 35? Okay. Getting laid is not harder after 35. That is for sure. It is the same as it has always been for me personally. So let's, I guess, sex off the table. I think the hardest part about dating after 35, I don't know, 35 to me, I don't remember that age being something that I was like, I'm 35 and things are different now. But I know for a lot of people, 35 is a benchmark birthday. I will say let's just say your late 30s, the difference with dating, I think it's the expectations. Once you reach a certain age, you just have expectations of people. And I don't know if that's right or if it's wrong, but it just is. You expect people to be mature. You expect people to know what they want. You expect people to be more honest. You expect people to be more reliable. You expect people to be able to come to the table with specific things that they want, and you have the things that you want. And if you both don't want the same things, that you can calmly and comfortably move in different directions. You just expect dating to be different. And I don't know that it's any different for a lot of people. I know I'm speaking very generally now, but I think that is something that changes when you get older. It's just your expectations change. I expect a man to be different at 40 than I expect him to be at 32. And my expectations of a 32-year-old and a 40-year-old are different. And maybe that's wrong. But I know for a lot of women in their late 30s, that is a real frustration that everybody is not on the same, at least level. People are going to be doing different things at different journey points in their life. Maybe you are ready to get married. Maybe you're not necessarily ready to get married. Maybe you want children or you don't know if you want children. Like, you can still be figuring those things out, but I do think there is an expectation of a certain way that you present yourself when you get into your mid to late 30s that makes it more frustrating if someone is not on that wavelength. Again, always speaking generally when answering these questions, but I think that's the difference for me. As I get older, my tolerance is down to a zero. My patience is at a zero. And I know that I'm not alone in that, thinking that there should at least be a level of transparency that you reach once you get to a certain age when it comes to dating that would remove a lot of frustration for a lot of people. So I think that that's the difference for me. Thanks so much for sending in the question. If you want to be a part of the show, twopersonalpodcast@gmail.com or DM us at twopersonalshow. And thanks for joining us this week. Make sure you hit subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.